Welcome to Third Eye Champagne. Happy Halloween. It is Thursday, October 31st. We are in our last live stream prior to the United States 2024 election. And we are live to the world. So, before we get into these, naked people, YouTube hates them. Let's do a quick clearing. Okay, by the way, before we even get into that, this is my very snazzy, very warm and cozy Third Eye Champagne sweatshirt with the Hasma there. And you can buy them online. You can get them in my store at KirstenLason.rocks. If you go to the shop, you can get them. They are not cheap because it's really good quality stuff. So this should last forever. I mean, I am not, I haven't had this thing for 5 years. So I'm assuming that what the manufacturer told me is true. But it's really soft. It's organic cotton. It's really good stuff. The stitching, these are all made to order. So it's not like I sit on a catalog of these. These are made to order when you order them. If you want one for your cozy season going forward, or to get somebody one for holiday gift or whatever, you can find them there. And now, let's do a clearing. You can find the shop at KirstenLason.rocks. If you go to KirstenLason.rocks, you can go to shopping and readings, or at ThirdEyeChampagne.com. If you go to the collective, you'll see on the drop-down menu, shopping and readings. You can go straight from there. And I have all sorts of cute little goodies. And I'm going to be changing the sweatshirt. This sweatshirt will probably be evergreen, but I'm going to be changing stuff in the shop. So if you want to get your bitch bag or your fuckboy shirt or any of those things, those are going to be gone probably next month. I just want to clear myself and everyone that is watching or will watch for the highest, most accurate information possible. So it's a pretty decent clearing here. We are live tonight for the, is it the 4th annual Langston Halloween Seance? We go to my mom's house. It is a live stream, and I have several family members present and all sorts of weird ghost metering things, got motion activated things, and a spirit box and the whole deal, and it's really fun. So if you want to join us there, you're going to want to sign up at Patreon or ThirdEyeChampagne.com. Starts at $11. You'll join for the entire month or longer. We hope to have you longer. But it's really fun and it should not be missed. So that is happening tonight, beginning at 8 p.m. Pacific. I know it's a little late for some of you East Coast peeps. I'm sorry, we can't do it any earlier than that. It's just everybody's out trick-or-treating with kids and grandkids, so we have to start at 8. Still clearing, by the way. Still doing a pretty hefty clearing on everybody here. So if you cannot make it tonight for the seance, it will be up tomorrow for you. And actually, it's going to be a YouTube link and not a Zoom link, so you can access it at any time. The links will go up on Patreon. The links will go out in an email. The links will go up on Third Eye Champagne Forum in the Champagne Room. Okay, so there we go. So I haven't seen you guys in about a month. As you know, I am live the first and last Thursdays of the month to the public. All other Thursdays are reserved for members and patrons. Please join her Patreon. So many goodies. Thank you, Mom of 2 dogs. I want to show you something, actually. I want to show you something. It's not just my fine ass. Hold on. I'll be right back. Hi, King. Dog. Hi, buddy boy. Okay, so check this out. So I want you to know I have been reading on the election My mom was like, you're doing too much. Stop reading on the damn thing. You're reading on it every week. I read on it for you guys. Oh, you love my makeup. Thank you. I read on it for you guys. And then I read on it like alone by myself. This is how freaked out I am. So these we will be using for the seance tonight. And we pass it around the table. You really don't want to miss it. We pass it around the table. Like I said, we've got different friends, different family members going to be there tonight. And thank you. Okay. So when they swing wide like this, that's a no. I'm going to show you how they cross. And when they cross like this, that's a yes. Okay. So as I'm getting everything ready for the seance tonight, going through all my stuff, getting all my ghost meters, whatever the hell. I don't even know what these things are called, right? I'm like a ghost hunter, but my ghost meters and things, putting batteries and things. These guys are here. And I just totally asked, okay? Thank you. Hi. Yes. Hello, friends. I said, is Donald Trump going to win the election? Okay. And this is what it did before. They're just parallel. And maybe it's because I don't know the answer. I don't know. But then I asked, is Kamala Harris going to win the election? And they didn't move. So we're going to ask the ghost tonight. We actually had some really good luck and predictions at these seances last election season, 2020. We were asking the ghost who's going to win, what's going to happen. And we got everything we got was accurate. Thank you. Thank you guys for all your lovely compliments. Yeah, everything we got was accurate. It was insane. So we're going to ask again. I'm going to have other people hold those tonight. Okay? My mom, my aunt, my cousin, my best friends, they're all going to be there. Beautiful. By the way, my friends are gorgeous. A lot of them just don't like to appear on camera, but I have very beautiful women on camera tonight. Speaking of my looks, very beautiful women. So I'm going to ask them to hold it. I'm going to ask them to ask the same question and see if they stay parallel. I find it very strange. Right. Undecided, Bruiser says. Exactly. It's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. It's insane to me. Like, we can test it. I didn't really test it. I'll get into the cards, swear. Okay, but let's just see here. Maybe I should take the ring off, although I wasn't wearing the ring. I don't know what's giving me. Would the ring make it unbalanced? But okay. All right. Is Kirsten wearing a black sweatshirt? Yep. Okay. Is Kirsten wearing red panties? Nope. They're leopard print. Thank you for asking. So, all right. So they're working. Look at this. Look, it's like, yeah, we're working. Oh, God. Okay. So, yeah, I'm a little freaked out. Let's look straight into it. We have been looking every week since we were last with you guys. There's a lot of members of ThirdEyeChampagne.com, the collective, and patrons on this live stream. And I want to say thank you guys, especially for supporting me, for paying for those memberships and sticking with me and doing all the things that you do. They have been witnessed to the last several weeks of me reading on this election. It has not changed. It has been weird the whole time. Yeah, I want to look at that Ace, a felony sentence in November. Oh, the king. Frightened me, dog. So I'm just going to ask general election vibes. We're going to start with that. I will be live election night for members and patrons if you guys want to come hang out with us. We don't freak out, okay? Somebody got really pissed in the last election because I wasn't constantly reading cards and having flip outs. I was drunk. And we were having a good time. And if that's the kind of good time you want on election night, if you want a little bit of a breather from freaking out or flipping out, then you should come and hang with us. Best membership I pay for, hands down. Thank you, Francis. I plan to be drunk and stoned. It's going to be rough. I'm hoping Bobby Kennedy will stop by, Yes, snowed up Barbies, exactly. Yes, the seance is tonight. Becky, it is tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific. I wish I could do it sooner. I can't because everybody's schedules just don't line up. So I know if you're on the East Coast, it's a little bit late for you, but the link will always be there. The link will always be there. So it's going to be live on YouTube for members and patrons. So you can click that link whenever you want and watch it. You can watch it first thing tomorrow morning. Show me election vibes. Show me that. I'm anticipating this being a pretty heavy, election heavy live stream right now, since it's our last stream before the actual election. And of course, I'm going to do cards election night. I'm not going to start out drunk. I'm going to start out reading cards, and then we're going to segue into downtime. But I can't stay on long either because I have to go prepare for tonight's Halloween seance. So you've got me for about an hour. Election vibes. All right, we got death. Okay, that's interesting. The sneaky card again. Ooh, Trumpy doesn't have the best cards. Ooh, okay, so vibes in general. I ask for election vibes in general. Trump shows up in his own cards, and it's like, okay. So he's having a rough time getting it up. There it is. There it is. He's having a rough time. He's having a rough time getting there. These cards here indicate, see, here is, okay, I'm ready to go. I'm going to win. I'm the man. Okay, nice card for him. But it comes in with these two, which you don't have to be a card reader to know that these two cards effing suck. They suck. You don't want this. It's grief and it's delays. You don't want this because you're in a defensive position. Michelle says, love the Langston family annual seance. I love it too. Everybody's excited. Mom's excited. Nana's excited. Amy's excited. Everybody's excited. Like I said, I have some friends coming as well that have never been on the show before. So it's going to be very cool. So the vibes. Okay. Look at this. So I don't think we're going to know right away. I don't think we're going to know that night. We might, but it's whatever the death is, which is, Biden on his way out, whatever it is, it's delayed. There's delays here. And then we have this wishy-washy stuff here. So then we start with, I don't know, I'm over here. I don't know, I'm over here. You have the sneaky card here. My friend Bernadette sent me a text the other day that somebody set a ballot box on fire. And they're supposed to have like a system, that suppresses the fire suppression system in the ballot box. And, I don't know, for some reason it didn't work. So I don't know what is going to be going on. I'm going to look at that. I'm going to look at interference. We also have interesting cards here. These are high vibe, high vibe cards. So we've got 3 major arcana cards. We've got the Lovers. We've got the High Priestess. We've got the Magician. For me, it's really talking about massive amounts of energy. More than one ballot box has been set on fire. Oh, lovely. Oh, lovely. That was your ballot box, Catherine? Oh, my God. And then we have swift movement. And then this is interesting. For me, it's a person. This is a person that somehow, it's not Trump and it's not Harris and it's not Biden. It's a person, could be Putin, I don't know, but it's for me, it feels random. Oh, it's a random person. It's a person that somehow figures heavily into this thing. So there's your general vibes. Not as weird. We're gonna look at Trump's cards. And I'll look at the felony as we're sitting here with him. So not as weird as we have seen, which is a plus for me. And like I said, I don't know if those rods aren't giving me a definitive answer because I, as the psychic, don't have a definitive answer. And I do not. And I plainly say, when I don't have it, I don't have it, y'all. And I don't have it. This is not me in some effort to string you along like, oh, who knows how it's going to go. I really, the cards have been strange the whole time. I've not been able to really nail it down. I keep thinking it's going to be Harris by a very slim margin. But, last time I was like, it's Biden. I think it was maybe in question a little bit in the beginning, but after a while it was like, no, it's Biden. He's consistent. He was getting consistent cards. I haven't seen it with Harris. All right, so show me. We're just going to ask outright. I'm going to ask two questions. One, does Donald Trump win the election? I don't feel he does. I don't feel he does. But the other question I have to ask is Donald Trump inaugurated as president anyway? I tell you, when Trump goes out, and he will go out, believe it or not, he actually will. We'll actually be rid of him. He goes out with a whimper, not a bang. Trump has obvious cognitive decline. Shit, he's getting the victory card. Wait, Harris is in his cards. Hold on. He gets really good cards. He's getting very good cards. Not the best cards, but he's getting very good cards. So I ask outright, will he win? And I get the victory card. So it looks like he is anticipating a victory. He's anticipating it. He's on the precipice of it. He's not quite there yet. Then we have the illusion delusion card. So we have that. That's always been here. The devil's not here, which is surprising. Harris is at the root of his reading, which is interesting to me because she's coming in with a really good card too. So we've got that. His end cards here, he doesn't have the momentum. It shows up here as well. This is in his home environment. So it's like he doesn't really have the momentum. And yet his cards are actually pretty good. So we see the pentacle being handed out to him. And then his end card here is he's waiting on the sunshine. He's waiting on getting it. Let's look at, I'm going to skip. I know I said I was going to look at his felony stuff, but I want to skip over to Harris since she showed up in the cards and see what she's going to get. It could be his delusion. Yeah, exactly. And listen, I did a pretty long Kamala Harris reading, just all alone, just reading on her as though she were my client. And I'll tell you, it's worth a watch. It's up for members and patrons, of course, but it is essentially, I'm looking at her energy and I'm like, okay, she doesn't have, it's almost like she needs some of his delusional energy. That's because he plans on cheating if he loses. I agree. He may really believe he wins. That's also true. I don't pull two cards for each part of the Celtic. I pull whatever wants to come out. It's weird. It's a weird thing. The cards sort of tell me where they want to go. And so if I pull one for the first card of the Celtic, it goes right on top of the Clarent. But if I pull another one and it wants to be with my first card, then that also goes on top of the Clarent. And I do that for each section of the Celtic. Wait, Carol, the Kamala reading is not up for patrons. Did I forget to put it up there? If I forgot to put it, I'll go check. I'll go check after this. All right, now, let's look at Miss Harris. Fuck, I don't see it for her. Could be wrong. Show me, does Kamala Harris win the 2025 election? I found out somebody I actually know voted for Trump. I had like a full meltdown. I had an actual meltdown. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh my God, I lost it. I lost it. And a woman too. She's going to get screwed over. I wonder if they're going to steal this thing. This guy shows up again, interestingly enough. Mr. Important, whoever this is. Luckily, I didn't lose it on the person that voted for Trump. I called my mother screaming. My mother screaming. Did you know so-and-so voted for Trump? I can't believe this. Oh my God. She's like, oh no, I figured that. Like, oh, it's news to me. I mean, I was just losing it. Is it Stephen Miller? I don't know who it is. I honestly don't. It's a mystery to me. It's not just me being a lazy psychic. I swear to God, I don't know who it is. It's an important male that figures into this election somehow. Someone prominent. I think it's somebody that's more unknown than known. You know, random juror number 5. You know what I mean? It's like some random pollster number 8. Like it's random. It's random. Well, this is the card of Roberts. Now that you say that, Melanie, I don't know that it is Roberts, but it is the card of Roberts. Mike Johnson is usually King of Wands. She doesn't get the best cards here. He's got better cards right now. I want better cards for Harris. Her cards aren't bad. She has more momentum. She has more eyes on her. She's got better cards there. I love that she's getting the aces. So he's got an ace. She's got 2 aces. She's got the better aces. And it's coming in with the strength card, which we love. Unfortunately, she's got the tower on top of her. It's that volatile energy that I don't want to see in her cards. This man is coming through and blocking her. So he is in the cross position on the Celtic. But then, so it's like, okay, she's getting this. We like these cards for her as well. It could be that he's anticipating it, but he's got better cards right now. What I don't love for her, okay? What I don't love for her is this. And this is the outcome problem. Jazzy says, I think she's going to win, but he's going to do everything to make an attempt to steal it. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're right. This, the guilty card and the card of secrets. These are what she is getting as her outcome. Now, I'm not saying Harris is guilty because she's not guilty. This would be somebody screwing her over. So she is not this man in the front. She's one of these people in the back. Somebody trying to screw her over, somebody able to screw her over. Let me get some more cards on her. Damn, but look at that. See, that was at the bottom of the deck, but I didn't pick it for her. All right, I'm going to stick that in the middle somewhere. Idiots in Texas are already talking about a civil war if Kamala wins. Oh, God. No, it's not a spy. Are they going to take this from her? So let me ask this. Are they going to take this from Harris? They, the ubiquitous they. He's going to make a victory speech. Trump is going to make a victory speech. Whether or not it's legitimate, I don't know, but he's going to make an actual victory speech. That's a good question, Anna. What does she need to do between now and the election to win? I like that. I'm going to read on that. You know, what if this thing comes down to like 1 vote or something crazy? It could. It's really close. It's scarily close. She's got good cards here, but she's still in a defensive position. She's got death on her. She's got death in the home environment, and she's carrying a burden. Okay. She's got nice cards, but she's defensive. It's like they want to muddy the waters. Supreme Court or some other governing body is here also. Yeah, she does have a team of lawyers. I do know that. I bet he makes a damn victory speech before all the votes are even counted. No, I don't think it's. No, I don't like this. She's in somebody's crosshairs. I mean that figuratively, not literally. No, not when I'm asking about. I'm asking if somebody's going to try to steal this thing from her, and she's got death sitting in the home environment. Bannon told him to claim victory early. Oh, that's lovely. In 2020, he said we were getting ready to come out here and declare we won, and frankly, we did win. Jesus. Good quote, Jazzy. Oh, God, give me a break with the deep state bullshit. I've so had it with that. That's just horse shit to me. Listen, we're all controlled by our corporate overlords. We know it. If you don't know it, I don't know what to tell you. It's a real thing that's happening. As far as deep state, please. All right, so let me see here. Dude, it's going to be rough on her. Didn't he? He wouldn't concede to Biden, right? Like, maybe that's what's making this whole thing so weird to read on. She doesn't have the best cards. I want better cards for this woman. Yeah, my cards are consistently showing her in a defensive position. She's got nice cards, but right now he's got better ones. Right, I don't think he ever did concede. I think a lot of people are fearful of the outcome of this election. That's why it's been so hard to read. Yeah, the energy is strong. I agree. Collective anger and fear. Yeah, very much so. Very much so. As far as what she's getting, like, I just want her to get better cards. Like, she's consistently coming in with the 9 of Pentacles, which I love, 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 love. Okay, she's got the support, she's got the money, she's got everything that she needs. I love that. She may even have the votes. She's got everything she needs. But then I'm getting to this. We've got the sneaky card again. So we're getting, the 5 and 7 of swords consistently. Somebody's trying to get her votes not counted. Somebody's trying to negate her votes. Somebody's setting her votes on fire. That could tip this election. It could tip it. So all this 5 of swords and 7 of swords stuff, I don't want to see. I think they're already attempting it. I think it has been attempted. So again, it shows me she's in a defensive position. Again, it shows me she needs more. I want her to have a better card than this. 6 of Pentacles is not the go, go, go card that we want. Although we're seeing Trump with these disappointing cards, he's also getting the Knight of Wands, which is a go, go, go card. She doesn't have it. She's got these defensive cards. And then I see over here, she's also got this card. So she's not in the best position. She's still getting good cards. I want them better. Something hampers her momentum. Something hampers her success. I want better cards. I know that we're all going to just breathe a collective sigh of relief when this damn thing is over. Yeah, I'm going to look at his cards again, and I'm going to look at his felony. His felony conviction. And then I'm going to ask about who's inaugurated. It's really disgusting. I'll tell you, it's hard to read on. It's difficult to read on. There's a lot of just murky and strange energy. As contrast, the 2020 was easier for me to read on. I know for a while it was difficult, but then I immediately was like, oh no, it's Biden. Like, I mean, and I stuck to it. Once I saw Biden, I saw Biden. This is not as easy. Supposedly they're creating chaos to cause enough doubt for them to say, see, it's not an accurate vote. Oh, interesting. Don't shuffle again. Don't shuffle again, bitch. Put the goddamn cards down. Okay, so let me see. Now I want to, for contrast, I want to look at his cards. No, he doesn't have it. He has to win by cheating. He has to. They're lying on social media to rile people up. Oh yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Ooh, rose blue got some noodles with orange chicken. He's getting the victory card again. But look who's on the bottom of the deck. All right, so let's see him. He's got the tower. There's a weird energy around the scene. But see, he's getting the seven again, which is like he's out of his mind. Oh God, he's got really good cards. These are his outcome cards. He's got excellent cards right now. However, check this out. He wants a governing body to hand him this election. So things are suddenly a little bit less murky. He wants someone, Supreme Court, maybe not. Maybe it's a polling center. Count him again. It's what he did last time. It's the same. Oh, I get it. Thank you. It's the same playbook as last time. It is the same playbook as last time. So he wants, whether it's the state of Georgia or the Supreme Court or the House of Representatives, whoever, he wants a governing body to say, here you go, buddy. Here you go. This is yours. It's yours. You have it. You win. You get it. I'm certifying you. His cards are stunning right now. He's got much better cards than she does. Do you see this? His outcome? This is a happy Trump. She's not getting those cards. I want this for her. I want this for her, and she's not getting them. But what he wants is for someone to say, okay, buddy, you can have it. Here you go. Here you go. He doesn't want it official. It's like he wants somebody to say, we have to give it to Trump. Yeah, he's running the exact same platform as last time. Yeah, he doesn't have two brain cells to rub together. Agree, Texas tea. Black gold, Texas tea. Cash Peters had the same outcomes. Yeah, he wants it handed to him. Now, the question is he going to get it? That's the plan. The plan is not to win legitimately. Okay, thank you, which we sort of knew. The plan is somebody hand it to me. Somebody give it to me. I need somebody to hand it to me. Yeah, this thing is weird. This thing is weird. This whole thing is weird. I'm praying to God she wins. Believe me, I'm praying to God she wins. I can't tell you that certain cards aren't here. Do you know what I mean? I would love to just be like, yeah, everything's fine. She's going to win. But I'm not seeing that in the cards. I wish that I did, but I can't, I'm your auntie. I can't sugarcoat it. I can't. Oh, thank you. I'm already sort of like, I need to phase out the blonde hair. Okay. He wants somebody just to hand this to him. Oh, God, dude, he's getting the same outcome cards. He's getting the same outcome cards. I need this energy to shift. I need this energy to shift. I need this energy to shift. It's hard to read. I'm not going to lie. It's hard to read on. You get everybody's hopes and fears, you know, and people aren't really afraid of a Harris win. They don't want her to win. They're not afraid of it. People like me, as an example, fear a Trump win. I think a lot of us fear a Trump win because we know what it means, because we're intelligent creatures. And that energy gets wrapped up in with his supporter energy, who's like, he's got to win, and they're rabid. And I'm praying to God that I'm reading all of this totally wrong. This is the one time I would like to fail publicly on camera. Like, I don't like these cards for him. He's getting pretty decent cards here. Me too, no offense. None taken. Kirsten, please be a failure. Who's president in March? Yeah, I like that. Okay. Maybe we ask about Doug. This is really annoying. It's like they're trying to tell me something that I can't quite pick up. So I ask Kamala Harris, are you going to be president in March? This is what's on top of her in the cards. Unknown. Too many choices. What's blocking her on the Celtic? The crossing card. It's Trump. You know, at this point, she's still getting this 9 though, which I love. She's still getting the 9 of Pentacles. I love that for her. She's getting it consistently over and over and over again. I love, love, love. Will Mike Johnson refuse to certify? I didn't look at that yet. It's a mess. No matter which way this goes, it's a mess. I gotta, you know what? I gotta trance out. I gotta trance out and get away from these cards. Like I said, we are going to be doing the family seance tonight, 8 p.m. Pacific. The link will be up if you can't make it, if it's too late for you, for members and patrons. And we're going to ask the ghosts. We're going to ask the ghosts. I'm going to have other people handle the divining rods, see if we can get some answers on this election. We got some really good, clear answers last time with the Biden 2020 election. But I got to trance out to see what this is. Give me a minute. I can't. That's too much energy. It's too much fucking energy. Okay. So the guides are telling me there's confusion now because there's confusion sown and the whole thing is confused. The whole thing is confused. The whole thing is emerging from a cloud of smoke. They're telling me the votes go to Harris by a very narrow margin, but but he may have a Hail Mary in his pocket. And that's what he's looking for. And if he can pull that off, oh my God, so it's not the election. It's not about the election. That's why it's up in the air. That's why it's up in the air. It's not about the election. It's not about election night. It's not about votes. If he can pull off what he wants to pull off, which is having somebody else hand him this election, then that's it. That's why it's up in the air. It is unknown whether or not he can pull this off. It's not set in stone. The guides are very clear on this. That's why it's so confusing. That's why it's so there's confusion all over this thing. And it's intentional confusion. And it's being sown not just by Trump. Oh my God, my third eye is buzzing. It's not just being sown by Trump. It's also being sown by the media. It's being sown by bad actors on social media. There's confusion being sown into this, that someone deliberately put in confusion energy precisely for this kind of outcome, because energetically it's going to muddy what happens. The more confusion energy you pour into this thing, the more it becomes confused, the more your outcome starts going topsy-turvy. They're telling me she wins by a very narrow margin. He challenges it. And if he can, oh wait, we found 3 votes in this back room, it actually is mine. Like that's where it is. It could be hers and then it could be his. That's why I'm seeing both. That's, oh my God, that's why I'm seeing both. That's what's going on here. And it's like if he can pull it off, which is unknown at this time, then he's got it. But she wins. She wins. They're very clear on this. He would have to take it from her. He would have to take it from her by other means. It would have to be, he wants it handed to him somehow. Oh, those votes can't count. Even it may not be they found votes for him. It may be we can't count these votes for her because of XYZ. So yeah, it's the same playbook as last time. But it's craftier. That's his only hope. That's his only hope. That's his only salvation. No, he can't. No, he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. But we could get stuck with his fucking ass anyway. It's not about the election. It's about after the election. All the events that happen after the election are the important ones. Doesn't have a legitimate win. That's what the guides are telling me. He doesn't have a legitimate win. He would have to not steal it technically, but have it handed to him. And it depends. Oh, thank you. It depends on a bunch of different people. It depends. So there's so many moving parts to this. So as an example, if I read on somebody's relationship, I'm just reading on 2 people. Even if the mother-in-law is getting in the business or somebody's cheating on somebody, I'm really kind of still just reading on 2 people. With this election, I should just be reading on 2 people, right? But I'm not. I'm not. I'm reading on a bunch of other people that Trump is dependent on to make certain decisions. That's why it's so murky. Oh, God, it makes me feel a lot better. So if Joe Blow in Georgia says, oh, yeah, we can't count these votes for Kamala, there's that. But Joe Blow may actually say, oh, no, these still count. Sorry, buddy. And he may move on to the next one. He may go to Joe Blow in Alabama. Maybe Joe Blow in Alabama says, no, we can't count these. But Joe Blow in Florida says, oh, yes, we can. So there's too many moving parts. But he doesn't have the clout or the pull that he had before. Like, he can't just call somebody up and say, find the votes like he did last time. It has to be pretty legit. Like, somebody has to make a genuine mistake. Or enough votes have to be burnt or gone missing or whatever. That's why it's so weird. That's why it's so strange. That's why she's getting good cards, but not good enough. That's why she's supposed to be in a defensive position. It's not the election. It's not really counting the votes. It's what happens after. If she can hold, if things can hold after, then she's good. Where did that fucker go? Let's look at his jail time. She will be president. Say that every night before you go to sleep and it will be. Agreed. The only people around me as now are deleted sycophants. Yeah, true. Making an early victory speech is part of the plan to help him with fraud allegations and convince his people to repeat January 6th. Agreed. Thanks so much for being here, guys. I appreciate you all, everybody that is watching and will watch later down the road. Welcome to my existential election crisis. It's tricky. It's very, very tricky. Her team is really good and know how to get in his head. Yeah, that's true. Her team is really good. She really gets in his head, which is hilarious. We're not going to have a problem certifying the vote. The guides are clear on that. There's no problem there. There's no issue there. There's nobody that's like, we're not doing that. We're refusing to do it. It would be something along the lines of it has to go to the Supreme Court, which he's rigged, or it has to go down to Jimmy Cartwright in Pennsylvania, and he forgot that he had these votes in his bathtub. Like weird shit. Look at Jack Smith versus 45. Oh. Yeah, I don't think we're looking at another January 6th. Trumpy's cards for prison, not so hot. This man is frightened, but also it's weird. It's like he doesn't know. It's like he doesn't know. His cards don't show jail time, by the way. They don't show any evidence of incarceration. I know that he has to be sentenced and it carries a mandatory sentence, I believe, right? If he was convicted, it carries a mandatory minimum. But these cards aren't showing it to me for whatever reason. He wouldn't get his sentence commuted, right? Like Kamala Harris wouldn't be like, I'm commuting your sentence, sir. Like he wouldn't get that, would he? I don't know. The jail thing is weird too. The cards aren't good. They're terrible cards. I heard a rumor that if he tries shit between now and January, Biden will step down and seat Harris. Interesting. Can't wait for the seance. Oh, yay! I wonder if he gets it commuted. I mean, his cards, they're not good cards, but I'm not seeing evidence of, okay, this guy's in prison. I'm going to... Right, prison is hard. Like, how can you be in jail if you need the Secret Service with you? And, they're not going to let this man go get shanked in jail. Like, it's not a thing. Oh, God, it's 3 a.m. You're going to get up at 3 a.m. for the seance. Housecape, you are a goddess. Could be house arrest. Show me this. Show me how is he punished. Let's try that. Let's take a little peek at that. since I only have an hour with you guys, we were quite Trump and election heavy. Next Thursday, I will also be live. That will be post-election, so don't miss me. It will be 4 p.m. PST. I will be here live to the public. We may, depending on what happens, it could end up being going from a public live to a members-only cocktail party, depending on my strength. So I'm excited for that. Make sure you guys are here for that. And then if you want to join us afterwards for the uncensored version, you can join Patreon or ThirdEyeChampagne.com. People are a little freaked out, I think, joining ThirdEyeChampagne.com because it's like not a like, I know Patreon. Patreon's a known thing. I run ThirdEyeChampagne.com. I own it. Everything is safe and itchy nose. It's a good sign. You know, that means psychic vibes are around if the nose is itchy. I read that in this really, really old psychic book, and I thought it was interesting. Somebody told me that on a live stream ages ago. But anyway, your information is safe. You go through Stripe. Thank you, Ian, very much. That's very, very sweet. I'm looking good and I know it. Yes, I do. Thank you. That's very sweet. Thank you for the tip. Everything is safe and secure. You go through Stripe, you go through PayPal. It's not like I'm taking your credit card information, but people get a little freaked out. You get more at ThirdEyeChampagne.com than you do at Patreon because I have the ability to do more. Patreon, it's just like I posted a thing, you know. So Third Eye Champagne is the shit. So good. Yeah. So if you want to do that and hang out, it's uncensored. There's no commercials. It's well worth it starts at $11, goes up to $33. You get discounts on readings. You get as many electronic tarot readings as you want. You get discounts on all the readings with me. So it's worth it. Well worth it. Okay. Trump. Whatever this is, it doesn't last, or it's not as bad as he thinks. Like this man is like not behind bars somehow. Like it's here, he's getting it up the ass. Here it is, he's getting it, which we love. Okay, great. But it's like it's mitigated. There's something about this sentence that is mitigated. And then I see this, which I mean could be White House, but it could also be somebody saying, again, somebody's like, I commuted it, or we don't know what to do with this guy. It's unprecedented. We're going to have to, put him up in a chateau in Colorado somewhere. Like, El Chapo, he can build his own prison. Like some nutty thing here. You had more issues with Patreon, yeah. Could Biden tell him walk away and he'll get up? Oh, he could, but that's kind of interfering with it's a little bit interfering with the election. Whatever is going down with the sentencing, he gets off light. He gets off light. They need to put him in a room with padded walls. Yeah, that's real. That's real. Any other questions about? Oh, you know what? We got to look at House and Senate before I go. But if you have any other questions about the federal presidential election here in the U.S., ask them in the chat now, because I got to go get ready for this seance. Yeah, I love that Elon Musk is like bribing people to vote. God, what is wrong with people? Everybody's sort of doubled down on Trump. It's like, man alive. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. I'm so sick of this guy. We did do a second Dump Trump yesterday. The first one, everybody loved. Again, if you want some special little things like that, sign up for my newsletter. I don't sell your information. It stays with me. Very safe and secure. I don't spam you. I send you a newsletter once a month on the first of the month. I send you email notifications for streams like this. And then newsletter subscribers get a little bit extra sometimes. Private streams that you can't find on YouTube. So if you want that, sign up for that newsletter. And that way, if I ever get banned from YouTube or something horrible happens, knock wood that it doesn't, you will know where to find me, because I can email you and say, Auntie is back. I don't think it'll ever happen, but you never know. Will Biden live to see inauguration? Oh, yeah. Okay, House. I think Dems are going to take it. I think Dems are going to take it. They have very nice cards here. Very, very, very nice cards. But again, we're seeing this confusion card over the entire election. It's insane to me. Oh, thank you. I like being, it's weird. Men treat me differently as a blonde. It's very strange. It is very, very strange as a blonde bombshell. Does Bill Barr get his deserved comment? Not till he's dead, no. My take on the impact of women's vote in this election. I mean, it's more women are voting for Trump than you think. Honestly, shockingly. But I think you're going to get a massive female voter turnout and female identifying voter turnout. I really do. Yeah, let's look at the Senate. Do the Dems hold the Senate? Do the Dems hold the Senate? They got nice cards. They got really nice cards here. God damn, this is all over this damn election. Look at this. Fox is telling women lying to your spouse about voting is like infidelity. Oh, good Lord. They got nice cards. They have nice cards. It's not as sturdy as I would like. We have a victory card here, but it's coming in with the moon, which not a sturdy card. Not a sturdy card at all. We have moving for calmer, going to calmer. There we go. Calmer waters here, but it's coming in with another sort of changeable card. This one's kind of up in the air for me a little bit. They have really nice cards, but if they lost, it would be by a very narrow margin. Right now, I think they're going to hold it, but I would like to see better cards. The Third Eye Champagne Seance, it's going to be a YouTube live stream. It takes place at Mom's house in her fancy, scary, antique-filled dining room. And I have a bunch of people with me there, Mom and my aunt and some friends, and they're always really wild. Last year was crazy. Last year because I have all the little ghost machines on the table, so they were popping off, noises are happening, things are lighting up. We were getting really good messages, and like I said, we are going to be asking about the election tonight as well. The champagne room section will have the link, and you will also get an email. Actually, as soon as I get off here, I'm going to email you guys a link. Is there anything else we need to know about this election? Again, I will be live election night for members and patrons. I'm going to start off reading cards. Then we're going to get wasted. The Barbies are coming. If you haven't seen the Barbies, if you've missed out on the epic Barbie situation, you really should stop by. Yay! Texas tea for Seance. Yay! It's pretty cool. They're pretty wild. They're pretty wild. We get good information. I also actually did a whole cemetery walk the other day, but I have to get it up for you guys. It's a rough election. Okay, we know that. Damn, it is a rough election. I'm like, anything else we need to know? These cards are like, yeah, Yeah, it's somehow worse than 2020. Why is it somehow worse than 2020? Why is it so rough? Feels harsher, right? Is that for anybody else or is it just me? It feels harsher. It's really wild. And the cards are like, yeah, you guys are y'all are carrying the burden. Y'all are carrying the burden. 10 swords in the back. I mean, it's rough. It's a rough one. Unsteady ground. We've got all these crazy cards here. You know, we've got the chaos. We've got the stress. You know, it's wild. It's just wild. Solar storms are sending up divine energy to wake up to our power. I'm a fan of the solar storms. Some people get upset about him. Bugs him. Much harsher because he's running against someone of color. Yeah, harsh. It's harsh vibes. Right now, he's got better cards. That's showing up here again, so I will show it to you. Right now, I asked, what else do we need to know about the election? He's still got the better cards. She didn't show up at all, which I don't like. But we're sort of, it's funny because the cards are like, you're cruising towards an option you haven't even thought of yet. Yeah, 45 is trying to stay out of jail. That's true. That is very true. All these are really good reasons. Yeah, that's I try not to think about it. I haven't analyzed it that much. But yeah, it's like you guys are cruising towards something you haven't even thought of yet. Okay, just one more spread before I go. Could be Vance, right? I know a lot of people are saying they're going to get Trump in and then just boot his ass out because he's nuts and throw in Vance. Vibrant Cat Eye, just joined the chat. Yeah, I looked at the Menendez brothers last week for members and patrons, and I do think they're going to be released, but it's not as easy as they think it's going to be. Yeah, an unseen option, exactly. I don't know which is better, the Tiger King Barbies or Cocaine Barbies, all of which you can find at third-champagne.com. We had a lot of people when Tiger King came out that couldn't watch it because it was, animal abuse, and they were like, can't do it. And so in order to catch them up, I reenacted the entire thing. This was during COVID times, right? We were on lockdown. I reenacted the entire thing with the Barbies so that they would know everything that happened. It was an entire Barbie recap. And I have no regrets about that. And if you haven't met the Crystal Meth Barbie, you're really missing out. Vance couldn't run a bath well in our country. Okay. Anything else we need to know about this election here before I get out of here? Must prepare. Got to get my Halloween candy out. Get the king tranquilized. That's not true. I just let him bark and bark and bark. That was last week's reading. The Menendez brothers, I believe it was in last week's membership reading. Could be in the week before, but I'm pretty sure it was last week. It's one of the two. And the dates are listed. They'll be listed on the Thursday that they went up. That's a fight. Dude, all these cards are like, y'all, it's just a fight. It's just ugly. Ugly, 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 ugly. So the advice is this. Stick in the energy that you want. Don't go towards the confusion. Don't go towards the Trumpy stuff. Don't go towards your fears about Trump. Stick to what you want. You just sit there, give Kamala a bunch of beautiful energy, everything that you can give. And I think tell the universe to close the loopholes. He's going to try to use a bunch of loopholes. Tell the universe to close the loopholes. My friends, I will see some of you tonight for the family seance. Happy Halloween. I will see some of you on election night for Barbies and booze. Election 2020, that was boobs and boots. This one's going to be Barbies and booze. It's always booze, though. I was actually toying with the idea of like pulling a total Jean Harlow and streaming from my bed for election night, just in case I needed to, pass out. Tonight, I am doing a family. It's the 4th annual Langston Family Seance. So I live stream it, and my family and I have a seance at my mom's house. And they're always really very fun, very cool. It's kind of like you get to be a fly on the wall. We don't talk to the chat. We just run the camera and we ask questions. We do our thing. We have divining rods. We have objects that the ghosts can mess with and move, which they have done last year. They were doing it a ton. And I know the dog barks a lot. My mom is swearing. She really is tranquilizing the dog. The dog is getting some happy treats so that she will go to sleep. So no more barking, which would be very, very nice. So barring any of those member and patron exclusives, I will see the rest of you next Thursday, post-election. If something horrible happens, okay, between the election and Thursday, I'll see you Wednesday. That Vibrant Cat Eye, that link is going to be sent out to you via email. It's also going to be up on Patreon. It's also going to be up in the Champagne Room on the forum on thirdeyechampagne.com. And I'll see you guys very soon.